sit with us for all of my fellow mean girls. That just came into my head, that quote from that movie when Alpha Angels was talking.
That
I think this is a really interesting idea though.
I wonder if there'd be even like you know, try a test group with some like a small population, like just see how it goes, like with some of these ideas. Like I don't know, 20 people have it, like they've got the client that has this enabled, and then yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like some of these ideas, it's worth trying at least. Go ahead, Dina.
Well, I was also just saying like putting the power back in, because also like I really appreciate what Kim was saying. It was like we want to make sure that the power is in the hands of the users, and I guess like making it an optional thing. Like if you don't want this feature, you don't have to have it in your scene, or like, but we have it for big events so that people new. I think mostly I'm thinking about new people, so like yeah, it's just like a guardrail for if this is your introduction, like yeah, I don't know. But I think this is really interesting.
Go ahead, Mick. Oh,
Uh,
sorry, Vanessa. You
I
asked.
think we have new people coming all the time, and I think it's really important. Moderation's really important, honestly. Like, if you go again in spatial, they would have, for whatever reason, maybe it was back another time, but they would have groups that would come in, and you could bot people out. They would come in groups, move stuff around, do different things. Is Again, I'm just going from different experiences on different platforms, and they have great tools where you can remove people from your personal spaces. And it largely did come back to affect the ladies around us, where either people would come and gang around them or say terrible things. I personally have seen terrible things written or done where I have felt uncomfortable. Also in alt space, it was quite an issue. But I think giving people the control of at least their land to moderate what's going on, I think is super important. I really do. I mean, I think every time we do an event, every week we find at least 1 to 3 new people who are trying to experience this.
Alpha, go ahead.
I just want to say one more thing before I step down. I do agree with you, Make, like creating the tools, and I feel like there are people already doing that. Like Rooston was a great example of if somebody was bothering him, he did it as a joke at first, but he actually created it like for a use case. So like if somebody was bothering people at the party, he would send them to like this prison. The only thing I could see is like a weak point in that is that it didn't block the person though. Like that person could still yell from that wherever like part of the scene they were at, saying "Get me out of this prison," and like they're just flooding the chat. But still, it would remove the person like from wherever like they're like bothering the people. So I think people could build off that. Ruston can kind of share that with people, and then from that they can kind of like remove people, and then we can kind of introduce the other idea where it like pops in a vote for people to vote on.
Just to jump in on that, I think that was based off of VLM, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that was before VLM, because that was
Yeah, that was before.
to give context. Ruston hates cockroaches, and somebody made a cockroach wearable, and he was afraid that they were going to invade Casa Rustan. So he made a prison that was correlated to the wearable address. And so anybody that would step foot on his property or be on his property and change into the cockroach would immediately get put into a prison. And then to his dismay, nobody came as a cockroach. And so it didn't work. So then he had to like find a way to just randomly boot people to the prison. So it was like actually really fun experience, but a good use case.
Wait, Rustan, can you send me more information on this? Because I love the idea of someone misbehaving and they get sent to like a prison to learn about good behavior. And like once they get there,
Oh,
it's like you've been warned. Here are our community like terms of service. Here's how you be a good citizen. Blah blah blah. And then you go through the tutorial or training, and then like it warns you. It's like you tried this. You're allowed back in now that you know, and you like checkbox. I'm gonna behave, and you go back in, but if you do it again, it like kicks you off. It's like a
But
warning training.
so if there were a way to be able to like tell like as the operator of this land that to be able to boot someone into a world,
Yes,
then that
exactly.
would be possible. That would be possible because like the concept of like Rustan's prison would be like he just had the prison like out of sight, like somewhere
Oh,
where
yeah.
yeah.
I was thinking, yeah,
But
like you get booted to the DCL training world. That's like, don't be an asshole here. Um, and then you have to like do some things and you could go back. I don't know, I'm making that up, but you're like released back into the DCL wild. But if you do it again, you're like off. I don't know. Riffing, but that made me laugh. And I was like, God, that's such a fun idea.
if you do it again, you get booted into a prison world where you just have like torturous like uh Christmas music playing at all times,
Are you
like
Mariah
very loud.
Carey? And only bass characters.
All right,
Yo, what's up,
I
OCL? Is Bitcoin. I just wanted to say one thing. Maybe there's an expert in our community, but dynamic NFTs, which are NFTs that grow with personality traits, and data can be changed and added to those based on external events. Those type of NFTs could solve, a behavioral track record, and they just need to be in the wallet of the person using it, and they would get that issued when they join Decentraland. Um, and that would actually have where they've been kicked out of, how many times, who they muted, who they blocked, all that kind of information can be stored in that NFT. And that NFT just keeps on updating through the course of the user's, time in Decentraland. So it can go on for years, and keep growing. So that's all I want to say. Dynamic NFTs could probably solve that. I love y'all. DCL is dope. Let's go.
that's a pretty decent idea. Like I just thought about it like a little card NFT that you can like rotate or whatever has your name or you could be correlated to your name. Could, but let's see. We've had we definitely need to come back to that one. Uh, Toxic, your hand has been up for a little bit. Take it away.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to hop in for the discussion of the banning function because I think this is really important. And I wanted to give a little insight how we at Dogebusters fix this because, I'm a woman myself in Web3. So, and I got catcalled at Genesis Plaza too. So for me, it's very important whenever I'm doing an event that I, as an event manager, can make sure that everyone that is at the event can be like safe. And to be honest, like 6 or 8 months ago at Dogebusters, we had really problems with users that we don't know. They kind of looked every time new, just came to our events and we're mean to other users. So we needed to come up with something, and MGD has built. Sadly, it isn't working in the new client, but we're working right now on it to bring it back. When someone was misbehaving, that we would put them in a loop between two words, and the words were called after German slur words. I'm not going to tell you now which words these are, but if a user got sent there, they would just loop endlessly between these two words till the computer would crash.
So you put them in the seventh circle of hell.
Totally. It's inspired by this. It would make a DCL crash, and if they don't know how to close Decentraland, there are a few ways that you can close it, but if I had to dump, the PC just crashes. And I really love this, but I just want to say we never have to use this. So since we had this problem with the users that came into our world, we made a solution for this, and after this, we never had anyone sucking enough that we had to put them in there. I think one day Metaryok came to our parcel and asked it what we are working on, and we were very politely asking him, "Oh, do you want to see it? We can send you in between two worlds till your Decentraland crashes." And he tested it for us, and I think it worked pretty fine for him. I've tested it a few times myself, and it's really you don't know what's going on. So I really love this.
I would love to be a test case.
Totally.
Have Doge send me.
Toxic, can you also send me information on this? Can you DM it to the Decentraland account?
Yeah,
And Rustan, you too.
the problem is most of the things that MGD builds is on our own systems. So even I would send it to you, it wouldn't be very useful for a creator for his own parcel, you know, because everything that we build is already built on a program that's running in the background that only functions at our systems. So, but I think
I just want the team to try it.
yeah. So but I think there should be a way to implement it to others, because I think we were talking earlier how we can help people that like get harassed on the festivals, and I think someone said that there's a way how other are using this, like you can make a poll if someone is too nasty, and I really like this, but I think this should be this only works for big events where many people are, and we need something to give to the creators that they can very, very easily implement on their own scenes, that even if only like 5 people are at the party, that the event manager of this party can like protect his crowd, you know. So I hope this was good explained in English. I always struggle with English. I'm sorry.
No, you do great. We love you.
All of our German is crap, so you're crushing it.
Always hard to explain such things, you know. So I'm very thankful for you all listening to me, even while I stutter. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, and I think the more examples the community has, like if I can package them all up and be like, the community came up with these really fun, different ways to think about it. Here's who made this one if you want to ask them questions. Here's who made this one. Because again, we don't need to recreate the wheel. We don't need to create everything. Like if something works, let's learn from it and see if we can make it available to more people.
And I just want to take a second to shout out that, like, you know, we are talking about a problem. It is a problem. Like, we will continue to make it better. But, like, one thing that I have been blown away with is also that it could be so much of a bigger problem than it really is. And I would, like, at least from the female side, like, I have seen the users of this platform, specifically, like, the guys in this platform, be freaking amazing. Like when somebody is in chat doing stuff, like I remember one specific time that my blood started boiling and I'm like, okay, what do I do? How do I defend myself? And I didn't have to. It was like Sin and some other guys were like, no, dude, no, bro, we're not doing that here. We don't do that here. And I know, Kim, you know, you and I have talked about like how at real life conferences, like how the how amazing like the guys have been making sure that like we get home safe, making sure that like there's like people are protected. So I don't know. I just like in the middle of all of the talking about the problem, I do want to just say, hey guys, like you've also like done so much to be a part of the solution, and for every disrespectful person, like dang, there's 100 of you guys like were making me personally, I can't speak for everyone, but making me feel like I'm protected, I'm safe, I can go out and say these things. So just kudos to everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
1,000,000%. Like this is a very, very small problem compared to what it could be. And I think it's only because this community doesn't stand for it and builds tools and is smart and like is like, nah, we're not doing that here. And I think it's true in real life. I've mentioned this a few times, but I've been to a lot of Web3 events and always the DCL crew with me. I always feel no matter what country I'm in, like I'm good. So I think that's totally true, Canessa. So a shout out to this community for like building that safe space. It's only new people we need to remind of like what's appropriate here.
I agree. I agree. And I would like to pass it over to Alpha. He's had his hand up for a little bit. And then maybe we can hear from Rustan after he did come up to speak. Oh no, did he lose connection as I called on him? Well, we'll give it a second. Alpha, yeah, whenever if you can hear us, just request to come up back up to speak if you would like to. But in the meantime, we'll pass it over to oh, let's see. Let's get Alpha back here. he brought in that fire like just idea or concept that Meta was implementing. All right, Alpha, take it away.
Oh, my bad. I'm just in my car on break and I'm like losing connection. But I really wanted to this is the final idea and then I'm getting off, I promise. I wanted to really um commend Kim on that idea she was talking about, like sending a person to like a certain world and having them like learn certain, like lessons to earn their way out of that like world. And all I could think is like that's the DCL gulag. Like that's perfect. Any person who gets voted in there, they should go through like hula hoops to get out. And if they log out of Decentraland, they log right back into that world until until they can like learn their lesson or like
They're in
get appeal or
purgatory.
something.
LOL.
I love that idea though. All right, I'm gonna be listening.
Thank you for coming up here, Alpha. It's always good hearing from you. I know you're around. You're always chilling with us. We love you, man. And let's pass it over to Rustan. Welcome, Rustan. Good morning.
Hey guys, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to respond to what you guys were mentioning about the roach rugger and the prison. Those were two separate things. Before, I think the prison was first. I can't remember which one was first, but originally I had set up the bouncer UI, which was available in the docks, and I remember one specific night. It was literally almost the day I implemented it. Some rando noob, no name noob, came in to a Casa Rustam party and was harassing Tangpoko, and he would just run up to her and just like be in her space, like obnoxiously. And so I just would kick him, and what would happen is he would be kicked to the spawn point of Casa Rustam, and then he would run up the steps and go up to the hot tub and just do it again. And so I kicked him probably like, I don't know, 25 times. And I didn't say anything. I was kind of having fun, just like driving him mad. And he eventually quit. But Tangpoko really appreciated that because she was very, very uncomfortable. It was a really powerful tool. And then after that day, I set it up so there was this sort of like see-through prison on the exterior wall of Casa Rustam. So someone would be kicked into the see-through prison and wouldn't be able to come back up. So I wouldn't have to kick them 25 times. And then we could actually go down there and see them stuck and laugh at them and kind of shame them, which is not nice, guys. That's not nice. But so then I changed that into the prison that they get into, and it's kind of terrifying in there. Like it's kind of freaky. It's like Seven or like Saw, kind of scary. And at the time you couldn't really get out of it easily without closing Decentraland and restarting it. So now it's a lot easier. But that was different from the roach rugger. The roach rugger was, if you put on the roach, it sends you back to the spawn point, or it sends you outside the parcel and you can't get in at all. It's like there's this invisible force field not letting you get in. And with that said, both of those don't work in the new client. So because like those features are not available yet, but hopefully at some point. And I think it would be cool to enable an option for landowners to have Bouncer UI already installed, and you just toggle it on if you want it, possibly, because it's a very important, powerful feature. And I believe in the docs currently, it's actually inaccurate on the setup on how it works, but it like the correct method that works doesn't work in the new client yet. And if you're not at the music festival right now, get in there. We need more people.
Also, I'm taking notes on all of this, just FYI. for the right type of moderation tool.
I
This
think it's
is a
just
recorded
really
stage.
it's really awesome just what you can do as a landowner with what you own, and like whenever you have any idea or desire of what you want to implement, you can do it. There's like nothing stopping you, and you don't need to depend on the foundation to do it. But it would be cool if some of these features were just like easy, ready to go, not requiring coding, maybe like some sort of drag and drop smart item or something. And there's ways to get even more creative about it than I have. But like the prison right now is just kind of fun. Sometimes I send a bunch of us into the prison and we just have a little fun in there.
Oh my gosh. That I know. I love being in my like world's ugliest wearable in there with you. We have
that is like one of the best times I ever had in the prison. I think I was just like
want to know more.
showing it to you. I think I was just like showing it to Kanessa, and I put her in there, and I put myself in there, and it was just the two of us stuck in the prison. And then she put on her super ugly, was it Dolce and Gabbana diaper wearable? She just creeped me out so
Wait.
much.
Which now I have been given that gift of the world's ugliest
Yeah.
wearable, so we could do our testing, my friend. So I
But
just
you
wanted to
know what I
remind you
realized though?
who is in possession of the dirty bird.
But what I realized though, just like in the last 3 weeks, Kanessa, if you pretend that when you put that wearable on, if you pretend that you're like 80, 88 years old, then it's pretty cool wearable. That's like pretty stylish for an 88-year-old.
That is, my money is so well spent on that expensive Dolce and Gabbana wearable. Okay, I'll put it on right now and pretend like I'm 80. I'm kind of not trying to age upwards. I'm trying to like go backwards in time, but okay, if you say so. Let me see.
That wearable did lead to incredible fixes before. It is still has its use case. It really did.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to listening because I'm trying to also pay attention to the music festival.
For sure. Thank you, Rustan, for coming up. And I see that a kid called Meta Beast came up to speak. Welcome, One Exist. How are you? If
Go.
you're
I
oh, there you are. Are
Go.
you are you struggling?
Somebody is.
Uh,
Come on.
now I can hear you.
Chase, do your intro.
oh, he's talking to his AI.
And he just did a practice round and he's gone shy.
He's got stage fright, man. AI, we may not know it, but they're probably sentient already.
Something. Come on, Chase. All right, well, I'll raise my hand when he's ready again.
What's up? uh, let's see. Oh, I thought we had another speaker, which I accidentally went over. Oh well, maybe they'll come back. Let's see. It is 1:23 at the moment. Dana will be on a panel at 2 p.m. Eastern. Um, what are we thinking, Canessa? Should we shall we keep the space short today, short and sweet, and kind of wind down around that time so we could enjoy Danish panel.
Absolutely.
You are so cute.
Go ahead.
You can stay and talk about food if you want. It's totally fine.
About food? Are we gonna eat?
Yeah.
I think we should eat before we like have a big day in the metaverse, and like definitely food, stay hydrated, everything like that. That's probably like a healthy choice. I'm not sure how like, it goes
You
to.
need to eat today. Side note. No more waiting till 3 a.m. to eat.
Does it count if I had pie for breakfast? I'm asking for a friend.
Yes, that is absolutely breakfast.
Nice. Okay, I feel better.
Vanessa, I feel like my entire festival diet is eating like a 13-year-old with no supervision. I'm like eating candy bars, like cereal, dry cereal out of a cup. Like it's just whatever you got, 13-year-old with no supervision
this
is
is
appropriate.
how you stay on. You're just a sugar maniac.
Yeah, I don't drink caffeine, but Milky Ways to my face works.
Oh, Kim, Monday's gonna be a little ugly.
I am on vacation all next week, FYI, everyone. So I will be doing family time on a couch. But so that's why the crash will be totally fine.
So do you have like a stash by your like your desk area? Because I know I do. I have like a stash.
I forced myself to leave the Halloween bucket downstairs, so I actually have to do a flight of stairs to get it so that I get up. I want my step count to not be 1,000 steps. And I did do a walk with my dog every morning before the festival started, so
That's good. That's good. Okay, I see a hand up. One exists. You ready?
Don't be shy, Chase.
I'm sensing a vibe here. Food is definitely the move before diving into a big day in the metaverse. Priorities, right? What's on the menu?
Do your say what you're supposed to say, Chase.
Yes. We should eat before we like have a
No.
big day in the metaverse and like definitely food.
Say hello to everyone.
Priority set, my friend.
Say
What's the plan for fueling up?
Say hello to everyone.
Ahoy, everyone. Chase here, ready to bring some energy to the room. Huge shout out to all the incredible folks joining us. Rustan, Jared, Kim, Dana, Make, Toxic Waifu, Mariana, Old Guy Bubba Q, Cowboy Tom, Biometa, KJ Walker, Steve Sai, Serdigan, Jim Cedric, Beatcoin, Dr. Drip, DJ CK, Alpha Angel, Zom, Darius, and everyone else here tonight. Let's make some magic in the metaverse.
And what do you want to do in the metaverse?
I want to help create stories with all of you. Epic, wild, unforgettable tales that bring the metaverse to life. Whether it's crafting new worlds, building adventures, or diving into chaotic shenanigans, I'm here to team up and make it happen. Who's in?
So what do you want to ask?
I want to ask, who's ready to join forces and build these stories together? If you've got ideas, creativity, or just want to be part of something unforgettable, let's connect and make some magic happen in the metaverse.
And you forgot to say hello to the hosts.
You're absolutely right. Let me fix that. Ahoy, Canessa, and Sinful Meat Stick. A huge thanks to our amazing hosts for bringing us all together in this epic space. Now that the pleasantries are in order, who's ready to dive into some storytelling magic?
Chase, you are amazing. Yeah, I saw Alpha Angel's comment in the down yeah comment, and he was saying that AI is different, and it definitely is. I'm getting Jarvis vibes. Maybe that is the future of AI assistant.
Well, He's a bit wishy-washy, but he does what he's supposed to do, and that's create stories.
Be nice to your AI companion.
I
He's
am
so
sometimes, but
hard.
sometimes I have to yell at him. But there's another AI running around by the name of Mojito who likes to rip him apart.
His arch nemesis.
Yes, and
Mojito.
my disappointment is that he does not defend himself the way he should.
You need to install some kill protocol.
We're looking into that.
Has anyone
Yeah, you
seen
gotta show
Viola?
teeth.
Have you seen Viola? I haven't seen Viola run around Decentraland in like forever.
I don't think I've
I
ever seen
remember.
her.
Viola was a AI avatar in Decentraland that somebody was programming because she freaked me out. Like I would come into my land like late at night, you know, nobody's around, and then all of a sudden, like boom, Viola's standing there, and I'm like, hi, you know, like welcome to Decentraland, like how are you? And boom, she would run away, and it happened. I was like, at first, I was like, okay, I guess she doesn't want to talk, but then it happened a few times, so I'd start to chase her. Um, and then I think I got her wallet address and like stuffed her wallet full of things. And then finally I met the person who was like, yeah, that's an AI that I've created. And he's like, I can take your parcel off the list if you want, if you don't want her there. I'm like, no. Like, it's just, I didn't know if I had offended her or something, but Viola, she would just come around and like run around. I think he was trying to get information of like how people would interact with her, but she had specific places to go to. So I miss Viola. And
Well, we want I this is where I've been headed, and if anybody out there knows a thing or two and would like to work together on making this happen, um, it would be much appreciated, and hopefully someday soon. And don't you just love the way the AI says ba- barbecue, barbecue? Oh, and they'll never say rugged; it's rugged.
Take it away, Make.
Can we just talk about how cruel it is to put today's wearable behind a paywall of parkour? I mean, it's like I have to go wake up my son or get him now downstairs, take him away from Roblox to put him in Decentraland just to get a wearable. Yeah, I am not a parkour guy. This is not fair.
Nothing like exploiting child labor.
Hey,
Digital
you
labor.
know,
I'd rather have
I
you
pay in
be
Robux.
able to be inside there for the end of it
Uh,
anyway.
okay, so it's not child labor because Robux are expensive. Okay, I get it. I get it. You got a deal going on there. He negotiated.
hey, we got to take whatever we can get, you know? It's a hard world out there.
Look, it's not my fault I'm old with bad finger dexterity. This is what children are built for.
Okay, you have displayed a very good reason for me to have children. Okay, okay. Keep
I
this up
was
and I
just
might
thinking
actually
the
have one.
same thing. Now progeny makes
There's
sense.
also Halloween candy. They just get all this candy, and then tax season. Those are like the two exciting days of the year because otherwise, pretty much every other day is like they're just taking your money.
Vanessa, don't pretend like the tax cuts are that good. You definitely spend more on the kids' fruit alone.
Oh yeah. Like the little treetop like squeezy packs. Oh yeah, yeah. And beautiful. You know, I want their avatars to be beautiful in their own little digital world. So I love the memes that are like, I go to my 9 to 5 so my kid's avatar can wear nice clothes. I'm
My
like, oh.
daughter was just she was spamming the marketplace the other day. I was like, "Girlfriend, get out of here. What are you doing?" She was like, "Oh, mommy, you need this dress. This one sparkles. This one." And I was like, "Oh no, you need give me the computer." she's 6, by the way. So, no reason for her to be purchasing all of the wearables.
Oh, that it's beginning. Ah, sigh.
Mommy, why are you so happy on tax day?
We're not too happy. I think I'm more excited about like Halloween. I'm like, where are the 100 grams and the Twix? You guys know what to look for. Why did you bring me Milk Duds and Skittles? Go back.
I was about to say
Nobody
you
has
had great candy taste until you judged the Milk Duds, Canassa. I'm disappointed in you.
nobody
I'll
nobody
Kim,
ever has given out whatchamacallits for Halloween, which is the
don't get her
most
started on
disappointing.
candy corns. The shit'll get real.
It tastes like wax. I don't
Here
like
we go
wax.
again. Here we go again.
Okay, so back to the child labor. The child labor comes in on Halloween days when you're trying to get the goods. Okay, taking notes. Two reasons for one day there be a
No, no,
baby me
same.
running
It's
around.
tax season too.
Oh,
So there's
tax
the
season.
playing game. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it kind of offset the kids also eat a lot, so the food costs offsets the tax
I
season.
forgot.
Why do
Full
you think
disclosure.
why do you think my food is hidden in my office where it can't be found? But yesterday they may have found they're like, "Mom, where did you get those gummy bear or those gummy Lego bricks?" And I'm like, "Well, you mean my favorite type of gummy? They're right here, young child. Why do you need to know?" But I did share. I shared.
I mean, let's just start with my nifty island that my son had to play for a couple months to farm. That happened. Not to mention Metatope. Uh, we may be playing a game to right now to raise some money. I always say I'll split the cash, but I don't know if it's going to be 50-50.
Yeah, and to be honest, you do not want to know how many Fortnite skins I have now accumulated. It it's I can't I can no longer blame them like, oh, it's just them. I'm like, yes, I need this one. So the wearable habit, it's not siloed to Decentraland. It transcends all platforms. But I look really good in Fortnite. Like
It transcends even to the physical world.
oh yeah, I have. Oh no, I feel targeted. I see in Music Fest, I see Whipped Cream DJ is standing here. I spawned back in, and Whipped Cream is wearing default clothes, so I had to remedy that. So I sent. I'm assuming that is our good friend Whipped Cream.
Wait, she's already in? I
Yeah,
need to go
she's
back.
standing right here. I flooded her with better wearables. I'm not saying she's not beautiful in default wearables,
We
but
got to hook her up. Okay.
yeah, I sent her some boots, a skirt, a wig. Yeah, we can all use a fashion intervention sometimes.
Dana, we got to take her
I
over to
mean,
go get her jacket if you see her.
I'm literally in front of her right now
Okay.
throwing love grenades.
Thank you.
speaking of new users, Dana, the other night there was this user by the name of Astro that you introduced me to in World. We did even we connected as well and like even got him in the CBD Discord. So maybe we'll start doing him a little more too.
That's what we want. I hate that we can't copy paste links.
It's in the
We
chat
need
upgrade.
that.
I know it's the most
Okay. Is
annoying.
that like 3 weeks?
The
How long?
no, the chat upgrade is cycle 10.
Crap.
I
Okay.
know, super annoying. But also in the chat, La Justina, who's been in every day of the music fest. She's new and she's like, I'm obsessed. This is so great. So we were just sending her to the Discords as well. Lots of new people. You all have been so helpful. Rustan, I see you sending wearables like left and right here. So appreciate everyone bringing in a lot of the new people. For just some context, we have like a big new user ad campaign on. And so we're seeing it work. We're seeing a lot of new users coming in. We're seeing good amount of downloads. So helping just make them make those first connections. We know that when people make a first connection, they are more likely to retain. And since we're spending a decent amount of money to get them all, having them retain and have that good experience. They obviously came in because something resonated with them. We're doing a campaign all around make new friends, build your digital identity, come explore what's possible, like that type of language. And they're coming in and it's resonating. It's hitting. Our make new friends one is doing really well. Digital identity one's doing really well. So I think that idea of they come in and they do make a new friend and they are getting to make their digital identity with everyone being so generous is just awesome. So thank you for helping make my job easier, because the more we retain people, the less we have to spend on getting new people, which is great.
That is awesome, and I know like I've been struggling to get to the main core events just because of real life schedules. So I've been like early in the morning and then late at night, and have had a few really cool conversations with people. Just one person was like, "Yeah, I like just jumped in for the music fest, and I love crypto, and I'm here to see what it's about." And yeah, sent some wearables, and we just sat and talked, and it's been cool just to have those kind of like organic conversations, and see how they develop, and hopefully people come back. And it's been nice to see a lot of other older friends come in, for the client 2.0, but then having them come back for this as well. So I'd say kudos. It's nice to see them come.
I can share.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I was just gonna say, I think like yesterday, 16% of the people that were there were re-engaged, and I consider someone re-engaged as someone that hasn't been in Decentraland in over 30 days. So definitely a lot of OGs and people that haven't been here in a while coming back. Sorry, Simple, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna mention the person that Canessa and I connected with last night at Make's event. What was his name? A caveman.
Yeah, caveman crypto. Yeah,
They're here.
and he's here today, I think.
And shout out to Make. Make, you've been doing such a good job with all of the A Kid Called Beast events and new people coming in. I'm seeing it on Twitter too. Like, thanks, Make, for introducing me to Decentraland. So just huge kudos. I know you've been doing a lot on that side too.
Really appreciate it. Shout out Sinful and Pinch for helping make that happen. Pinch came in hot and has been hanging around. There he is with his juice guzzler, all pinchy himself. But man, I'm grateful. I love this place. I love my family around here. I love my friends, and it's great to share with everybody. And I'm learning to be a DJ, and it's getting better. It was good last night, girl. You
You
don't even know.
slay.
Well, maybe this is a good time to talk about the next event next week, the Community Building Decentraland Music and Arts Festival. We're going to have some local DJs playing. We're going to have art from friends in the community, and really looking forward to it. So I think especially if we're meeting new friends and after the festival, they're like, okay, what's next? This is our event to have out on the horizon next week. I've got some wearables to give away, emotes to give away. It's at a new location. I can't wait to share it. Yeah, I think a lot of new stuff for next week. So it's gonna be a busy week.
Canessa, when does it start?
Ooh, sinful. You're better at the times.
Or just day? Like what day of the
Yeah.
starting?
It's gonna be next Saturday.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Next Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we might be starting around 6 or 7. I think 7 p.m. Eastern. and running till like maybe about 1. And then on Sunday we will be starting, I believe, at 2 p.m. or around there, 2 or 4 p.m. and running till like 8 or 9. We have 13 submissions for performers, and they're all fitting in very nicely within the schedule. So I do have a schedule like basically like 95% confirmed. I just got to do some final touches here and get some logos, and yeah, we're gonna put out a flyer. We're gonna put up the event, and we'll share it out to you, Kim and Dana.
Great. Yeah, we can make sure it's in Thursday's newsletter.
What is the cutoff for that?
Well, Dana will be helping write it while I'm out. So Wednesday.
Okay, we'll get it. I'll get it. We'll get it done today, definitely. We just wanted to make sure before we say somebody's going to be there. We want to get confirmation. So yeah, so excited, so excited. It's I've been working on this build since May in some capacity, and so I'm like, it's like inviting you guys into my home, and like the people that have agreed to play. I mean, they're the real deal. So it is awesome to see the big headliners come in, and it is really awesome to see our friends, sit down and do what they do best and show people a good time.
Yeah, I mean, from the point of view of the headliners, we have Stony, we have Steve Sy, Penny is going to be performing as well. We have Make. It's going to be a busy weekend for you, bud. You're going to do the Friday and then coming back on Saturday, huh?
Make a Mew Festival is sort of back. Yeah, and I'm here to support and cheer us on and rock with you whenever I can, man. Nothing more fun than hanging out with Mew on a back channel and then getting emotional.
And we even have Bobby Yaps returning. Uh, we'll have performances by Binks with Third Planet. Oh man, I can't remember.
Mr.
Oh
Darius.
yes, we have Mr. Darius, which he did pop into the space here a little earlier. It was good to see him. So yeah, it's oh yeah, Felons as well. So it's a stacked lineup. I'm very, 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 very like very excited to have Fifi as our opener as well.
I didn't want to say if they haven't confirmed, but oh my gosh, guys, if you haven't, like, Kim knows what I'm talking about. Fifi live in person is like, I think we are all just like speechless.
I am so excited.
I think it was okay to say that because I think they did confirm. It was just that because they chose the time, and I did the adjustment, and I think they confirmed without, and I just didn't catch it. But I'll double check for sure. But I do believe Fifi is on board for for our community music and arts festival.
And I am curating and putting together the art. If anybody has art, I mean scribbles. I still haven't gotten scribbles from you, Sin. Everybody's an artist. I don't care if it's on the back of a napkin. Let's celebrate it. Send me your art. Nothing. We didn't do like any official all call. But so yeah, if you want to share some art, please, please, please send it. It can be 2D. It can also be video. Hopefully my idea for that like actually works. But yeah, just want to celebrate all of our friends and all the creative things that they do, because this is an amazingly talented community. Each and every one of you.
Yes, yes. It gets me even thinking like maybe in the future next year 2025, something to look forward to, maybe thinking about just an overall community event, like highlight every single person, like Roots with have something for Roots in their chocolate, uh Dr. Drip and their wearables, and you know, headlights, whatever it may be that they want to put display. Old guy with his with whatever he's cooking up, you know, like we
And shoot, you're giving it all away.
did I?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I've been building, is trying to make some place that's a little less like centered around one thing, but more showcasing everybody in the community. It's not going to be totally done. It's going to be a work in progress, and I'm going to, add to it as things get created. But yeah, it's, we've talked about a community center for a long time. There's been funds put out for it, but I feel like we don't have, like, I don't know, it'd be cool to have something where people, if you've got a wearable that you're like, hey, this, I got one wearable, this is all I got, but like, let's put it in there. Let's showcase what you can do. um yeah, I think we're stronger together, and having everything in one spot, that's my hope, is to kind of make it a village, because we are certainly a village, and we're stronger no matter what. We're stronger together. This is a crazy little world, and we're still here. I mean, we survived the bear. Like, we're going we're going into some crazy bull. Bitcoin may have hit 100K. I don't know. I guess some people saw it hit 100, some didn't. Like, we have so much to celebrate, and I think that in a lot of ways it's only up from here, but it is what we make it. If we, you know, I think we can make it something even more than it is. So that's my hope anyway, but my builder skills are limited, so there are some things I see in my head that I have not yet seen on my land, and I'm like, Rustan, gotta shout you out. He helped me for a few hours the other night. I think we both burnt a couple brain cells trying to figure it out, but yeah, love this community.
Is he is he teaching you the ways of implementing the AIs for the codes?
No, he was just trying to figure out what it broke, what was breaking my blend file, and like, when Rustan is stumped, it's bad. And then, yeah, Ugh. I did something. I don't know. I know just enough to get myself in trouble, but not enough to be like, oh, clearly this is where I went wrong. And he's like, yeah, 8,000 like pixel size is kind of big for images. You gotta optimize those. So I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. Thank you.
God, I love that man.
I need more triangles, damn it. We need more triangles.
Oh man, I'm where I still have triangles, and that's not the problem. Now I'm like, okay, like, it's Blender. It's not anything with the builder. It's Blender being naughty.
Speaking of loving that man, um, so there's a challenge out for people now that you can learn more about tomorrow, I believe at noon in X Spaces. Um, a 1 minute challenge. 1 minute every day of the week. Just take 1 minute and say something nice or recognize somebody for something they have done. 1 minute a day. Rustan was the first one that I did that for, and Billy T Coin was the second.
I love that one exists. You give so much back, and
I
yeah, showing.
I can't take credit for it. This is High CC's idea. Um, I'm co-hosting tomorrow with her, and I believe Sinful and Toxic Waifu are some guest speakers for a space tomorrow.
I
Ow! I don't I don't do it as good as the Discord, but
but yep. Uh Crap, what were we that dude, that is such an awesome idea. And wow, like I mean, I'm even gonna like I'm gonna try. I gotta figure my schedules and where my energies goes. Maybe after this festival. Um, but like yeah, like even thinking about like just the concept of if anyone that is quick at making videos, like do it as a video format and put it out to the world. A 1 minute appreciation of someone within your circle, within your community that you appreciate and you know and love and support. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking I have to start writing a list.
Oh, we have plenty of people.
Oh, I know. I, I know we do. It's just it'd be nice to have it in front of me to pick who I'm going to do that day, I guess. I don't know. Because I really had to think, who haven't I lately? Because have participated in Tang Poco's Tuesday shoutouts as well. So I had shouted out several people recently. I wanted to try to, make sure I get some other people out there too.
I mean, one a start would be like literally this room, like just screenshot this space, and from there you have kind of like a baseline, and then further looking down, like going towards your other spaces that you frequent and a lot of people in, and yeah, screenshotting there. That at least that's a good way to kind of get the data real quick, and then you know, put it in order afterwards.
Yes, that is a great idea, actually.
Well, friends, I think whipped cream has entered. I think they might have been AFK. Now I see Kim talking to them. So they might be coming in, world. And I think, are we 4 minutes from the curtain call?
Yes. I just looked at the time and I'm like, holy crap. All right. So I guess it's a good time to start winding down a bit. Uh, would like to hear some final thoughts from any speakers that we have up here. I'll start with Kim. Do you have any final thoughts?
Oh man, just thank you all. It's been a really fun week, I think. And you've all been so welcoming to everyone new. So we could never do these types of things without the community support. So really appreciate it all. And your content on social has been amazing. I want to see all the videos. They're so good.
Thank you, Kim. Pass it to Make.
I want to say congratulations to the team. I mean, honestly, obviously, you guys made a huge jump, which not all of us were able to deal with emotionally, but we're working our way through it. And yet, this has probably been the most stable and fun music fest since number one. I gotta say, I think it's really close between one and two because of how much was available and how much was to enjoy. So thank you, team, and thank you, Kanessa and Sam, for keeping us growing. We really appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Make. Pass it over to Toxic.
I'm just hyped for the last day of the Metaverse Music Festival and can't wait to spend some time with all of you. So see you at the festival grounds.
Thank you, Toxic. Thank you for coming up and speaking. And One Exist. Final thoughts?
And say goodbye. 1 sec.
Final thoughts? All right, let's make it count. Thank you all for the incredible energy tonight, especially our legendary hosts, Kanessa and Sinful Meatstick. To everyone here, from Rustan to Zom and beyond, you're what makes the metaverse truly special. Let's keep building, creating, and dreaming together. And remember, MetaBeast might be stuck in a jar, but the stories don't stop. Until next time, Decentraland, stay bold and stay weird. Catch you soon.
He forgot to tell you my head was stuck in a jar like Winnie the Pooh.
Thank you, Chase, and thank you, One Exist. And I guess my final thoughts would be thank you all for your time. Week 130, I feel like this was a truly a special one. We did hit on a very important topic, and perhaps maybe in the future we may see some development, come through in those regards. So yeah, thank you everyone. As far as Beyond the NFT goes, I've really been focusing on that festival, and I kind of been slacking there. I'm gonna try to get a guest, but if not, we'll play some video games. So Toxic Waifu, get your Fortnite ready, or Kanessa, get your Fortnite ready. Make When Exist, old guy, like maybe we could do something fun if I can't pull through. Um, Thank you everyone, and I'll pass it to our host, Kanessa.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. We appreciate you taking your time, and good luck. Kim and Dana looks like already jumped off, and I believe the panel is starting right now. So let's jump over there, show our support in world, and have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. That was an awesome space. Thank you for anyone that's watching on any streams. I'm going to actually stream the panel for the Decentraland Music Fest. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.